Hey everyone, this is Sarah with sewingpartsonline.com. I'm going to be showing you how to use a double shearing foot, also known as a gathering foot, and how to install it. So this is the double shearing foot, also known as a gathering foot. This is a low shank, and as you can see, it has a little slot right here so that you can actually add on a flat piece of fabric while you're gathering another piece of fabric, which is really nice and it's a time saver. So to install it, we're gonna have to remove the whole shank that we have right now. So use your little screwdriver and remove this whole thing. I'm gonna fit this underneath here and just slide it up onto the screw. And make sure it's nice and tight. There you go. That's all there is to it. So before a gathering foot, we would have to use a hand needle and thread, and we would have to bunch all of our fabric up manually, which was a big pain because the fabric or the thread would always break. But now we can just put it underneath the foot just like any other presser foot and push it through. And if you want a lot of volume in your gathers, put your stitch length up as high as it can go. And you can see it'll really gather that fabric. See how much volume is in those? And then if you want something, maybe you don't want as much volume in there, you just go ahead and put your stitch length a little bit lower. See how quickly and easily that gathers. See, it's lovely. And if you want something even, if say you want even more gathers in there, you just take the needle thread right there on this side and this side, and you just pull them taut and the fabric will bunch up even more, and it's just such a time saver. So another benefit of the gathering foot is that you can add a flat layer of fabric while you're gathering the bottom layer of fabric. So this blue fabric is going to be gathered, and I'm going to put in this green fabric right in this tiny little slot right here. I'm just going to slide it in and try to line it up as best as you can. So the blue layer is going to get ruffled or gathered while the top layer stays flat. So it attaches and gathers at the same time. And you're going to try to help guide it through because it is just a little slot, so it's going to need a little bit of help. And as you can see, the blue layer is getting gathered beautifully. And the top green layer is completely staying flat. So you're attaching and gathering at the same time. Just want to keep an eye on the top layer of fabric to make sure it's not slipping or sliding too much. So as you can see, it's gathered and attached at the same time. So another great option with the gathering foot is you can also do shearing with it with the elastic thread in the bobbin for all those great summer dresses. So what we do is we're going to take off the bobbin plate, take out our regular bobbin, and put in some bobbin that is wound with elastic thread. Put it in. You install it like you normally would, except you have to manually pull it up. So pull your needle down, and you'll see that it catches the thread, and just pull it up like that. You can see how it has tension in the bobbin, and that's what's gonna give us a little extra gather. Put everything back, and we're ready to sew. So now we're ready to actually do the shirring. We have our elastic thread in the bobbin. We're just going to put our fabric underneath and sew. And keep your, it's best to have it with a stitch length of 5 because a longer stitch length creates more gather. And as you can see, it almost looks like it's smocked. Normally you have to do that by hand and it's doing it all for you. So once we put this underneath the steam iron, this whole fabric will shrink like this, really small, and it'll have all that stretch to it, just like those great summer dresses we love. So that was the gathering foot. To purchase your gathering foot, visit us at sewingpartsonline.com or check out our Facebook page at Facebook/sewingpartsonline.